Pretty warm to humid across Texas this week. The risk of severe storms returns to the Texas Panhandle this evening, and it looks like we're going to be getting wet next week. Let's talk about it in this Hump Day edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Hello and happy Wednesday. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Bully-in-Chief David Reimer, and you're watching the Texas Weather Roundup for September 17th, 2025. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to pop on in for some Bully-in-Chief-isms here at the Texas Weather Center. Definitely appreciate you popping on in, and we appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button, making sure to help get the word out about the latest Texas weather information. We are expecting an uptick in activity over the next several days, though most of you will tend to remain dry until early next week, and that's when rain chances will go up on a larger scale. Let's take a look at the high-res rapid refresh model for today, tonight, into Thursday, and we are expecting an uptick in thunderstorms by this afternoon and evening across the Panhandle. Some of those storms will be severe with the risk of large hail, damaging winds, and possibly a tornado. Otherwise, isolated pop-up thunderstorms are expected across the eastern half of Texas this afternoon and again Thursday afternoon. Could see some rain continuing through the afternoon hours today as well across South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley, and then maybe some showers down in the Trans-Pecos and to the borderland like yesterday. Otherwise, tonight, active in the Panhandle. That'll continue into Thursday morning. Depending on how much activity we see tomorrow morning, that'll make or break the forecast for Thursday afternoon. If we have a bunch of rain continuing through Thursday morning, may not be particularly active in the afternoon hours, and the Panhandle tomorrow may see some isolated scattered storms in West Texas. However, here's a severe weather outlook for today and tonight. Storm Prediction Center highlighting the potential for scattered severe thunderstorms and apparently a really small Bully-in-Chief head. Good gravy, sweet Mary. Why is my box so small? There we go. Sorry, that was one of those things that bugged me in real time. The potential for scattered severe storms in the northern, northwestern Texas Panhandle, Dalhart, Dumas, folks up there along Highway 287. The potential for the most intense storms could have tennis ball size hail, damaging winds over 70 miles an hour, and the tornado threat, while very low, is not zero. I would not be surprised if we have to deal with a tornado warning or two this evening, in which case, well, you'll get to see good old me doing live severe weather coverage. Pretty good reason to be subscribed to us here on the Texas Storm Chasers and Texas Weather Center YouTube channels, along with social media, and of course the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app, where you can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radar, these videos, and live coverage as well. Isolate severe storms possible the eastern Texas Panhandle, all the way down to Interstate 40 in the Panhandle. And again, we're going to have plenty of storms and rain tonight. It's just the initial storms had the highest risk of being severe. So, beyond that, let's take a look at the wildfire outlook from the Texas A&M Forest Service. Generally low fire danger across most of the state. Moderate south central Texas, the coastal plains, southeast Texas. And let me be clear, when I say fire danger, this is for the potential of larger scale, longer duration fires. We're having grass fires wholeheartedly. I know Johnson County there in the southern DFW Metroplex had a 75-acre fire yesterday. I believe they had 5 fires in total. So again, it's not difficult to get grass fires started. It's just most of the time initial attack activity or initial attack suppression efforts are going to be successful. So the good news is with rain next week, hopefully we can keep it that way. Tropical-wise, the only thing we're watching at this point in the Atlantic is now Tropical Depression number 7. That system is moving northwest, expected to become a tropical storm and eventually a hurricane as it meanders its way towards Bermuda. No threat to us here in Texas or the Gulf. We'll keep an eye on it. It's probably going to bring some rough surf and dangerous rip currents to the eastern United States, but direct impacts not looking likely at this point. Over the next 5 to 7 days, here's the upper air pattern at 500 millibars. We're looking at wind direction and wind speeds. Over the next few days, we're going to have a northwesterly to a westerly flow aloft. That's going to bring some moisture in from the southwestern United States from a decaying tropical system out there. We're also going to have little upper-level storm systems, which is why we've got Rain chances and storm chances, also thanks to a weak cold front. Now, going into early next week, you could see that pattern shifts. By Tuesday, the European weather model brings an upper-level low from the northern plains in the Midwest down into the mid-south and southern United States. That would result in an amplification of the upper-level jet, switching to the northwest upper-level jet, closer to 40 to 60 knots. That would result in a decent uptick in rain chances, especially with thunderstorm complexes developing in Oklahoma, Kansas, being pushed south into Texas. If this was in 5 or 6 weeks, this would probably be a pretty gnarly cold snap as well, but there's just really no reservoir of cold air in the northern plains or Canada right now for this to draw south. So we're not going to really see a significant cool down in the sense of, super cold autumn temperatures, but with the uptick in rain chances, things should at least cool off a bit. Now, here's what the European weather model shows for precipitation. Friday afternoon, pop-up storms eastern Texas. Hanging into Saturday, you can see storm chances, shower storms, Panhandle, West Texas, North Texas, Northwest Texas. Storms near the Red River being pushed south into Texas. At least the beginning of the pattern. And then heading into Sunday night and Monday, you can see storm chances, Oklahoma, North Texas, Northeast Texas. Heading into Monday morning. And then Monday afternoon through Tuesday, at least, you can see that pattern continues. Storms fire up Oklahoma, the Panhandle, get pushed south-southeast. And that would bring rain chances probably to the eastern half of Texas Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday of next week, shortly beyond the 5-day range we typically cover here on the YouTube channel videos. So here's forecast rain totals through 7 a.m. Central Monday from the Weather Prediction Center. And you can see, based on this, we're expecting, half an inch to maybe locally 2 inches of rain along north of Interstate 40 in the Panhandle, especially as we start getting storms tonight. And then heading through the weekend, early next week, well, I guess technically just the weekend, since this runs through 7 a.m. Monday, you can see rain chances, Texoma, North Texas, Northeast Texas. Some of y'all may get over 1/2 inch of rain. Rain chances also possible pop-up showers and storms southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, and then possibly up to an inch of rain in the Rio Grande Valley, lower Texas Gulf Coast. A few showers in the Big Bend, Davis Mountains, Guadalupe Mountains, the Trans-Pecos, and the borderland. Right after this, Monday, Tuesday, that's when rain chances pick up. We could see over an inch of rain across some parts of the eastern half of Texas. As always, I caution you not to take these maps verbatim. There will be winners, there will be losers in the rainfall department. This is just to give a general idea of where the best chance for rain will be over the next 5 days. High temperatures. Well, guess what? Not a whole lot of change for the eastern half of Texas over the next 5 days. It's going to be hot. Western half of the state, we'll see some changes, especially with the uptick in rain chances and a cool front trying to shift in. See, I can't word today. Oh well, it's a Monday. It's really Wednesday. Highs, 80s this afternoon, western half of the state, except the Trans-Pecos, where it'll be in the low 90s. Eastern 2/3 of Texas, we're looking at highs in the low to mid 90s. Pretty warm for mid-September, but nothing too unusual. Tomorrow, cool front moves south into the Panhandle. We're going to have highs in the 70s there. 80s West Texas. Everyone else, we're either going to be in the 80s, low to mid 90s. Same thing goes. Friday, 80s and 90s for highs. Saturday, a little warmer, back into the 80s to near 90, western half of the state. 100 in Laredo on Saturday. We're looking at 97 San Antonio, 95 in Austin, 90s eastern, 75% of Texas. And then on Sunday, that hot weather shifts back west. We're back into the upper 90s in the big country, northwest Texas, the Permian Basin, the Trans-Pecos, near 100 degrees, down to the Big Bend. 97 in San Antonio, 100 in Laredo, 96 McAllen, 92 in Victoria and Houston, about 92 in Texarkana and DFW. So it's warm to hot on Sunday before we start to see a pattern shift into Monday. But again, here's the long-range outlook from the Climate Prediction Center temperature-wise, 22nd through 26th of September. You can see the entire continental United States is going to see above-average temperatures, so no cold air reservoir to draw upon if we get that northerly flow aloft heading into early next week. In fact, if that happens, it'll probably just stay warm since it's going to be warm everywhere. So that'll be it for your Texas Weather Roundup. We're going to keep a close eye on the severe thunderstorm potential this evening in the Texas Panhandle. So we'll have additional updates on that this afternoon and evening. And again, if we have tornado warnings, we will have live severe weather coverage on our website, mobile app, here on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, etc. So stay weather aware, and we'll keep you updated. As always, you could get the latest updates. Free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers where you download apps to your device. We have interactive weather radar on our website, texasstormchasers.com/radar. All right, that's it. We'll talk to you all later. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day. We appreciate it. God bless.